Hello and welcome. My name is Jenifer. In this lesson, we will explore how bees contribute to sustainable agriculture while we are learning scientific English. Can you imagine learning a language with specific knowledge? No? Well, let me introduce you to Bees and Sustainable Agriculture, learning English through science. So here we go with our goals for today. In this lesson, we will study some scientific vocabulary, understand the vital role of bees in agricultural sustainability, and why it's so important for nature in general to preserve that species of bees, as well as the most structures commonly found in scientific texts, such as the passive voice and modal verbs. Now, I'm going to show you some vocabulary. It explains the importance of some words in that scientific context. So let's begin. Please listen with attention and you can repeat it after me, okay? Bee, bee, bee. Pollinators, pollinators, pollinators. Biodiversity, biodiversity, biodiversity. Life cycle, life cycle, life cycle. Pollination, pollination, pollination. Nectar foraging, nectar foraging, nectar foraging. Worker bees, worker bees, worker bees. Queen, queen, queen. Foraging, foraging, foraging. Colony collapse disorder, colony collapse disorder, colony collapse disorder. Entomology, entomology. Okay then, now that you've learned this specific scientific vocabulary, I'm going to ask you something. Did you know there are many different types of bee species? Let me show you some of the bees pollinators. Have you ever seen any of these type of species of bees in the place where you live? Let's go to now. Observe that the sequence of that images. Giant honeybee, little honeybee, Italian bee, Indian bees, black dwarf honeybee, stingless bees, bumblebees, and the solitary bees. Wow, so many different types of bee species, right? Now, you might be wondering, why is it used? Why bees are so important to nature and sustainable agriculture? Here's the answer. The life cycle of bees is fascinating and complex. Worker bees are responsible for foraging, while the queen is essential for reproduction. Many studies have demonstrated that agricultural systems can be enhanced when bee populations are conserved. Without pollinators, many fruit, vegetables, and nut crops would not be producing at optimal levels. In conclusion, bees play a crucial role in maintaining food security and ecosystems balance. Their conservation must be prioritized to ensure a long-term and agricultural sustainability. Now, let's talk about commonly found in scientific text. Have you ever heard about passive voice? Yes? No? Well, in the world of English grammar, the passive voice is very common in scientific text because it emphasizes the process or result and not who performs the action. Grammatically, it's necessary to understand the action of the subject is who predicts the action. For example, in this phrase, bees are recognized as one of the most important pollinators. Notice that structure. The are is the form of verb to be in the simple present with more the past participle. The recognized in the phrase. So the subject bees, for example, receive the action. They are recognized, but it doesn't say who recognizes it. So it's an indicative of passive voice. Now let's see another example. That mean isn't have passive voice. They are responsible for foraging. Notice that structure. Are, in that occasion, is just the to be verb working as a linking verb. So in this case, it does indicate a passive voice. Responsible is an adjective, not a passive participle, and there is no action received. It is merely a characteristic. Now, let's talk about another very common grammatic topic found in academic articles, the modal verbs. You might be wondering, why is it used? So, here is the answer. The modal verbs indicate theoretical or factual possibilities. An academic article that demonstrates exactly what it probably can be and indicating need or obligation. In this case, following the example of the article, let me show you an example. Look at that phrase. Scientific observations suggest that bee colonies must be monitored carefully to prevent disease and colony collapse. So, we can notice the modal verb must more be, expressing necessity. A verb in the passive voice, be monitored, and an infinitive of purpose, to prevent. That the grammar structure that we can notice in that phrase, right? So I think it's that. Here are the references if you want to delve deeper into this article about etymology and the role of bees in sustainable agriculture. Well, we finished our lesson today. Thank you for watching. Keep exploring English through science. Bye bye.